Good morning, creator. Welcome to Odessa Rose Creates. I'm here on a Saturday morning. Isn't that awesome? I don't go on live very often on the weekends, but I'm home alone and I'm done working for all the craft shows as we're setting up that big show I have. We took in all the inventory in yesterday, and then we start setting it up and displaying it on Monday. So I'm kind of just hanging out, and I thought, you know what? I haven't done anything about Club Couture in a while, and I haven't even created with my Club Couture transfers very much, if even at all lately, because I've been focusing on Christmas. So I thought I'd show you maybe 2 or 3 of the transfers that, well, you can still get October's because there's just a couple days left. If you're not a club member, you can still join and grab October's transfer of the month, and then in the first part of next month in November, you're going to get the adorable stocking one, Christmas stockings, and I'll show you those in a bit. So I'm going to show you how you can grab this beautiful Aiden board. This is on the website, and I'm going to put a shopping cart link to what I think is the basic essentials to starting to chalking, one being Club Couture, and some of the tools you might want to have on hand that I think are really what you need to start chalking. I'm going to paste my link here. There. Okay. That's the link to a shopping cart link, which you don't have to get everything in that link if you don't need it. But it shows you what I think really to start being a club member, maybe you want to grab and have, or if you're just going to start chalking. This is the Aiden board. This is a porcelain coated metal board that you can attach magnets to, and of course chalk, wash off, recreate over and over and over on. This is one I've done a while back, and I actually layered a little buffalo plaid on it in with this pumpkin. It's super cute. I thought I'd show that to you before I wash it off. So we're going to wash it off and then create 2 or 3 transfers. We'll create them. We'll time lapse. A month has gone by and you get a new one in. You're going to wash it off, recreate. That's one way of doing Club Couture. And of course you can use our transfers over and over. Use bits and pieces of them to create a new design or a new look, maybe on a painted surface, or something that you're going to keep permanent. This is something that the Aiden boards are great for repurposing, reusing over and over. Because if they are a bit of an investment, but they're going to last, the surface is going to last, it's not going to wear down and you have to repaint that black board. You can just use it over and over and over. So I highly recommend that. There's a lot of great things going on right now, promotion-wise. If you become a club member, right now to the end of the month, we have 20% off all Halloween transfers. So that's a great time. I know Halloween is just in a few days, but you can grab them and use them for next year. We also have free shipping for our customers to the end of the month. So this weekend through Monday night, free shipping. So great time to load up on surfaces because you don't have to pay for the weight of that shipping. So snag a bunch of surfaces. You're going to get them for free shipping. That's if you have a minimum order of $100 in product, or the equivalency of in Canada, which I think might be around $150 in product. You're going to get free shipping. So, oh my gosh, and shipping is so expensive. Now, if you are a club member, normally, without the free shipping, your first order every month is a flat rate shipping of like $8 maybe, something like that. If you order a second time in the month, you're going to get regular shipping. But that flat rate shipping also is a great benefit of being a club member. And every month, almost always have a promotion for club members only. Like I said, this month is the 20% off Halloween transfers. That was the whole month. And right now we have that free shipping. So, because it costs a lot to get those surfaces, because they're heavy duty, they're well built, whether it's the Aiden boards, the box frames, cutouts. So now's the time to grab them, definitely. And that is for customers only. So I'm going to wash this off, and we're going to start with showing you some pictures, I think. I'm going to show you the website. If you haven't been to my website, chalkcouture.com/Odessa Rose, you will find it there in that cart link. If you click the little chain links down below, they'll take you right to the website. But it's a beautiful website. Here it talks about the free shipping offer. So, oops, already changed. This is talking about Club Couture's Halloween promotion. Here it talks about enrolling and saving as a designer yourself. You can get that 40% off discount. Here's Shop the Autumn Collection. It takes you right to the catalog. So this, and here it talks about the free shipping. This week and only, yeah, $100 in US or $150 in Canada for standard shipping. It also promotes a little club, our little Try Me kit. They have one every month, and you can watch the little video and grab that kit if you'd like. Here it talks about your path to creativity. This is if you want to become a designer yourself. That doesn't mean you have to promote the business. That just means you're going to access the 40% off discount, and for a minimum fee, monthly fee, and quarterly amount that you buy, which is only $100 in product. It's super easy. So if you're a huge time crafter and creator, that's the way to go. If you're not going to buy a lot of product, then join the club. Or if you don't know where to start, what you want to make, I suggest Club Couture, and that is a monthly subscription where you get the exclusive transfer for only club members and designers. Plus, club members get 3 paste packets, 3 different colors of paste every month with their transfer. And it's always a size B transfer, this size. And it's usually a seasonal or something that's really in style at the moment. Or what do I want to say in style? In vogue. Okay, so I just want to show you the website. It's a beautiful website. You can sign up for the newsletter on here. Chalk Couture puts out a beautiful monthly newsletter and shows you ways to create with Chalk Couture. So there, try it out. You can also order a Try Me kit, which is a little teeny, not a little teeny, it's a nice little tag, and you get a mini transfer right there, and you can just try chalking. You can go that way, or just order the Try Me kit, which was up here in the video, and you get a bigger project. So there's ways to try it. If you have any questions, shoot me a message. You can shop by categories. And here's our community service that we do with Watts of Love. It tells you about that. So it's a great website to check out. If you haven't been on it, just go look at it, and you'll be amazed how easy it is to get started chalking. Okay, so let's wash this off. This has been on here. I don't even know when I did this, because I don't use this surface a lot, except for myself or to demo on, because I create things I'm going to sell generally, and I'm not going to sell my Aiden board. This is something you want to keep for yourself and repurpose and reuse it monthly if you want to. So first thing you want to do is just kind of wet it down. You could spritz it with some water. And one of the main tools I think you're going to use if you're going to have a chalkboard that you're going to repurpose is to get the paste scraper. This will scrape off that chalk paste, and then you wipe it up with a Clorox wipe or disinfectant wipe. And don't use baby wipes, because usually they have an oil in them, and that will just get on your surface. So baby wipe, and then final cleanup would be with the board eraser. This is also what I use, or everybody uses, to clean their transfers also, is with board erasers. but this will get off any shadowing effect that may be left on your board. Okay, so we're just going to scrape, and once you get started, it'll go pretty quickly. Hopefully. Like I said, this paste has been on there a while, and that shows you how well it stays on, but it is removable. I might just need to let it soak a bit. And I can see that it's kind of bowing. There we go. Get the right angle of my scraper. There it goes. And go ahead and grab a wipe and kind of pick up this paste remnants. I got a brand new container of wipes. I need to start in the center and get out. Oh my goodness. Those are wound up tight. I get a big clump of them. Wow. I do not need this many. What am I going to do with that? I'll put this in my old container. I have an old container sitting here. Okay. So kind of just pick this up as you go. The crumbs, you could say. So just kind of lifting up the angle of the scraper to get a good scrape. If you're down here, you're not going to get much, but if you angle it up a little bit higher, you will. Just going to pick up all the paste. See how it came off? Love that. I'm gonna grab another one. Let's see. I need to go in here. Get off of this. Go ahead and wipe off my paste scraper. Put that away. There. Beautiful. Now, we'll see if there's any ghost imaging left. And that is like, you can faintly see the pattern. You may or may not see it. It just depends on how well it cleaned up. If you do see it, and it's kind of like after it dries, I can barely see it. You don't really notice it. But if you take one of these board erasers, or even if you didn't get it all scraped up, which as you can see, you can easily do. But take one of these, and I always wet these. Like when I'm cleaning a transfer, I'm under the faucet. It's getting wet under the faucet to clean a transfer. Here, you can just mist it, or mist your surface. And then just wipe. Like I said, there isn't really anything on here that I can see, but I just want to show you that step. Sometimes you'll still see the image. It's like a ghost. We call it ghosting. But this will eliminate that if you have it. Okay. And it really will pick up any leftover residue, which as you can see, it came up pretty clean. So the Clorox wipe really did the trick. I'm just going to dry it. All right. So I have several months. I didn't even get to do Home Sweet Home. This was August, which is a cute little sweet transfer. This would be simple, just done in white, or like a sage in white. Just very simple. What else do we have? That was August. Here's September's. It's great for the fall. October, I did work the leaves, these oak leaves in a transfer. This one's really pretty. And then November is this adorable. Now this one's a cut apart. As you can see, there's layering. You're going to have a stocking base, and then you're going to layer on the decorations on the stocking, and even what's coming out of the stocking. So it's super cute. In fact, you can almost even do 3 stockings. I mean, you could, this will be a little more involved because you're layering than, you know, an all-in-one transfer. So it's kind of fun to have the different options, a way you can chalk the layering or just a one and done deal. So yeah, which one should we do? I'm going to do one of the fall ones. The fall, this one, this is what, if you would join today, you're going to get this beautiful oak. It says mighty oaks from tiny acorns grow. Okay, so maybe we'll do this because this is what you're going to get if you join today. And then in November, you're going to get this one in the mail with 3 paste packets. This one comes, I believe, with, I'll show you the picture. Oh, you get Currant Jam, Dune, and Gray, Storm Gray. And that's because they showed it on a box frame. And they took that Currant Jam, which is this pinky, purpley red color, and they painted the box frame surface in that color. And then they used the other 2 colors, the Dune and Gray, on it for the oak leaves. And I don't think they even used the Storm. They just used the Dune for the oak leaves and the lettering. So there's different ways, you know, you can do it. This was the month before with this one. And you're going to get plenty of paste in these paste packets to do more than one project. So in the videos, it shows them taking out quite a bit of the paste, and they put it on one of these little trays, right? And they always have extra paste left over. So I always say, just snip the corner and put a little bit on your squeegee, and then just use it that way, so you're not wasting it. Then when you're done, you can just fold this down and tape it, and you're going to have paste for other projects and other colors. So it's a great way to collect some paste without buying the jars. And now a lot of our most popular colors, you can just buy individual paste packets without investing in the whole jar. Now, if you chalk a lot like I do, you need the jars because obviously you get more paste for your buck in a jar versus a paste packet, okay? These are around $15, I think, and these are less than $3. I can't remember the exact price. Maybe it's less than $2. $3 for 0.19 fluid ounces, so almost a fifth of an ounce. And this is 3 ounces. So you can see the value you get in a jar. But in your Club Couture monthly subscription, you're going to get 3 paste packets to complete the project. So on a blackboard, this is what we're going to get now. This is what you're going to get this month. Like for instance, the month before, you get black. Well, it's not going to show up on a blackboard unless you want that tone-on-tone embossed look, which is a whole nother thing I've taught in other Facebook Lives. So I always think you should grab on hand a jar of white. You can get a paste packet of white, but white and black are probably the most used colors. I also use a lot of dune and barks in the browns fields, the browns, the grays, and the whites, right? All your neutrals. But you also want to grab, if you're just chalking for the first time out, I suggest the Aiden board for your club members, so you can reuse, repurpose. But along with the paste scraper that I just used, this is the regular, called a small squeegee. You know, it's over an inch. It's 2 inches wide, okay? And then you have your mini squeegee, and it's an inch wide. Great reasons to have both of these. If you're covering a larger surface, you're going to want this one. And a smaller area, you want this. Then, if you have really detailed areas, like maybe you're just going to do these acorns, you want the detailed tool. And that's a little teeny mini squeegee on the end of this pencil holding types. And then you have this squeegee down here. This is great for scraping out your jars and mixing the paste in your jars, giving it a good stir. So these are three squeegees that are kind of must-haves, I feel. You want to have those. Board erasers to clean your transfers and clean off this board. Paste scraper to remove the paste off of this board. Otherwise, you can create on painted surfaces or any other surface, and you don't have to worry about scraping it because it's you're not going to remove that chalk paste later. Okay, so this is kind of just some basic chalking I wanted to give you today. How to get started. Join Club Couture. The link is in the comments, or you can just go to our website and check out everything. Try the Try Me kit. It's a little video they're showing there on the website. It probably even comes with the surface, a squeegee, paste, packets, and transfer. So you can try that. There's all kinds of things to do. Right? Hi, Dodie. I put a damp paper towel on top of yours and design it. Yeah. She puts a damp paper towel before scraping. I just spray it, let it set for a minute. Once you start working it, it goes off pretty quickly. Okay, so let's do this one. Even though this is the paste colors that they sent in packets. It's kind of weird. I kind of wish they had some of the rust color, right? Well, if you were a member from the month before, you got these colors. So you could have saved some of these in your paste packets and incorporate it in the next month, or the month after that, or the month after that, because it'll keep, as long as you keep it sealed up. I like to fold that paste packet over, snip the corner, fold it over, tape it. You can even put it in a little mini snack Ziploc bag or a sandwich bag and seal it up. So you can you don't want to waste it. Like, don't dump it all out in the tray. You're just wasting it because it takes very little paste. You'd be amazed how far you can get with this paste packets. So we're going to do this. We're going to wash it off, and then we're going to do the stockings, which is next month's club transfer. And this would be pretty, even if you did it just in white. Just keep it really neutral. You can go that route too. So have your jar of white paste, have a jar of black paste, because you don't always have those. I know this month they did send black, but definitely have white on hand. Not only that, but with the black and white, you can deepen a shade with the black, or with the white, you can lighten up a shade. So you can have those variations of shades with your colors. So another great reason. So let's just do this simply. So this is such an elegant transfer. This beautiful oak branch with the acorns on it. And you could get very detailed on, you know, coloring the caps of the acorns, the acorn nut itself, the branch, the leaves. You could get very detailed on this if you have all the colors you want. Or you could just keep it simple and do it all in one color. Keep it elegant. I mean, it's elegant no matter how you paste it. Actually, I shouldn't say that, but keep it very simple. So this came together here, and I cut it apart. It has a cut line, so you can, you know, position this around, right? So just make sure it's on straight. And you want to make sure your air pockets are out. So make sure you push. And if you see an air pocket or you hear them, sometimes you hear the air pockets, you know, you can always lift up the corner and smooth it back out. So you don't have any bleed through underneath your silk screen. So you want to get the air pockets out. Shall we just do this in, I don't know, should we use the colors? These are the colors it came in. I don't think they're the best for a black background. I think of the white frame, it might be pretty just in white. Or if you had previous colors, you have that rust, you have some greens, you could actually make those oak leaves look like real oak leaves, right? So let's just do it in white. And we're going to keep it basic. Farmhouse black and white. And we'll wash it off and we'll time lapse. We'll pretend like, oh, we're in November now and we're getting ready for the Christmas season. And we're going to do the stockings. That's what comes next month. And we will use the paste packet colors. Okay. So maybe you're going to put this in your entryway of your home. Every month you're just going to change it out. This is a great surface to have. So you get a little crafting time. You get a beautiful home decor DIY piece that you did. How fun is that? Right? So easy peasy. We're just going to pick this one up. Remember, these are stickers on the back side with the silk screen fabric in them that you are squeegeeing over chalk paste. Just like that. Now you will take this to the sink, both pieces. I put them right underneath the running water. It can be warm but not hot. And start wiping off the chalk paste. Take your board eraser, get it wet. You can just lay this in the sink. I always get the sticky side wet first so it doesn't like stick to my sink. And then take your wet, put this under the faucet too, and just keep wiping this off till the chalk paste comes off. Flip it over, wipe off the back side too, the sticky side. And then I can turn it back over, and I usually do it again on the top. And then I lay it on top of a flat towel, like a tea towel. Say this is all clean, and you just lay it on there, and I just kind of wipe off the water, flip it over so it's sticky side up, and let it air dry. Once it's dry, you can put it back on the backer sheet. Make sure the sticker is on the shiny side of the paper. If it's on the paper side, then it might stick to the paper. So make sure it's on the shiny side so you can release it back off when you go to use it again. Okay, so you can see how pretty that is just in the white. Very elegant. Just nice and simple. Look at the detail of that transfer. You're not going to get that with cut vinyl. If you do, it's going to take you forever to weed it. Look how pretty it is. Just in black and white alone, it's just gorgeous. Right? Just pops right off of that. Okay, so normally you could let this set aside and let it dry. It'll take, I don't know, 10 minutes or so. You can dry it. We have a heat tool that's much like a embossing gun. An embossing gun is what I use generally when I'm chalking because it's faster air, it's hotter air than our drying tool, quick dry tool. The quick dry tool from Couture is good if you're not used to using one of these. You don't have the intense heat as much and less likely to scorch your surface or chalk paste. So you gotta be careful if you're gonna use an embossing gun, you know. But the heat dry tool, quick dry tool, I have one, it's right here. It's very similar. It's just not quite as hot, and which is good when you're just starting out and you're new to working with the chalk paste. So you can, or just set it aside and don't touch it for a while, okay? Now, a month has passed and you're getting the new transfer. It's in November. You're going to be getting this transfer in the mail as a club member. It is so stinking cute. It's a layering transfer, much different than the one and done as we did here. We just one thing and we chalked it. We didn't even, on this particular design, we didn't even use a lot of colors. We just used one color. But here, we're going to use multiple colors. And it came with, it's going to come with pesto, candy apple, and is it called slate rose. Those are the colors of paste packets you're going to get. Now, like I said, make sure you have a jar of white. Because you see what a difference the white will make having these colors, right? Not only that, but you could add white to any of these shades and make a lighter green. You can make more of a pinky color, which is kind of what the slate rose is, but you could shade or lighten those shades up, those hues, the reds and the pinks, even though they kind of do that themselves. Or take some of your other paste packets that you've received. Last month you got these, right? So you could even incorporate some of these paste packets because you didn't use all your paste. Remember, I just told you how to not use it all and save it for other projects. So as you go on as a club member, you're going to start collecting different shades or different hues of chalk paste because you're not going to use it all. You're not going to dump it out all in the tray. You're going to save it and use it for other projects. Okay, so let's wash this off. It's not even dry yet, but we're going to go ahead and wash it off. I probably don't even need my scraper, but if it had set a month, it's going to get nice and cured, and you would just scrape it off like this. And even now, you're probably going to have even more of a shadow because it didn't even really have a chance to cure. But you can see it. You can see how it's still on here. I mean, even for scraping it, and it hasn't even been on there very long. So it's pretty cool. And eventually, it works its way off. I'm just going to grab a paper towel first and get all the wetness off and the chalk paste. Clean off my scraper. We'll grab our wipe, Clorox wipe, Lysol wipe, whatever. Just don't use baby wipes because they have oil in them usually, and that can just be left on your surface. You really don't want that. So just use Clorox wipe or Lysol wipe, disinfecting wipes. It could even be store brand. Okay, we got it cleaned up and we're ready for next month. A month has gone by. We enjoyed this, but now it's time to do a little Christmas one. And, you know, maybe do it towards the end of the month so you're ready for, depending on when you decorate. Some people start right after Halloween. Some people wait till after Thanksgiving. Some people wait in December sometimes. It just depends on how much you got to do, I always think. All right. We have it. It's clean. No need to wax this surface ever. We talk about waxing surfaces, whether it's painted or a wood surface. You never have to wax these. This is the Aiden board by Couture. It's in the cart link. It's perfect for your monthly projects. You can just remove it and redo. So it's in November and we received this. We got 3 paste packets. These are paste packets right here. A designer like myself doesn't get the paste packets. We just get the transfer because we are assuming we already have all the paste colors, and we do. But we get this pesto, candy apple, and slate rose. These are the colors that are going to come. Keep in mind, you're going to have a jar of white, or I highly recommend at least a paste packet of white. But go ahead and grab a jar. So through the years, we will all be together. That's a wonderful quote from one of our favorite Christmas songs, right? So we have 2 stockings. We're going to do in a solid. And then we have these little overlays. Very cute. Reindeer, Christmas trees, the Scandinavian snowflake. It's super cute. You could get really detailed on this if you want, or just do it in one color and be done. Then you have the top of the stockings, the little teddy bears, the holly and ivy and sprigs of pine. Super cute. I haven't even really paid attention if people really got detailed on these. But let's say you don't have a brown to make a brown teddy bear. Okay? Let's see what we can do. See what we can do. We're going to cut these all apart. A lot of lines here. Now, some people will just cut the transfer and not the backings. They just use like a, I don't know how they do it, with some kind of a blade. I go ahead and cut all the pieces apart. And if you want to, you can label the back of the paper here so you know what piece goes on what. But I usually just figure it out. I don't take the time to label all the pieces, anything like that. Cute little stars, little snowflake things you can place around. Lots of little elements here to use, which makes it fun and even more creative than just the one solid one-piece transfer, right? So it's a little more creativity going on here. So I think the teddy bear probably goes on the bigger stocking. And the smaller has like a present, a sprig of spine, like some eucalyptus and holly leaves. Super cute. We have the quote. We have a little thing of berries, the star, the snowflake, all these little teeny elements. Very detailed. So, what should we do? We got to make our solid pieces first. And you can make them like they're they're hung on the chimney. You could, so you can make them level. You could make them this way. And then put your little quote, like right here. You could do it like this and put your quote down here. There's different ways you can lay it out. That's what's fun about being creative and coming up with your own design. You know, Maybe these are hung on a railing and they're going down at an angle. Just use your imagination. But you want to leave room for the top of your stocking design. So make sure you leave room for that. It's going to be like right here. And then this one can go here. So something like this. And then these will go on top of the stocking. So let's do something like that. I'm going to go ahead and put this on. You know, check your level and your plumb. Make sure you're, you know, straight. These big solid screen pieces, you want to make sure they do lay flat so you don't have air pockets in them. And they tend to want to pocket up more, hump up and make air pockets. So watch that as you lay them down. If you see one, just pick up the corner or the bottom edge and work it out. Okay. I like to use the wording in the white, especially the small print. It's going to pop off more in the white than any of the colors that they sent you. So I always pay attention to quotes. If it's a white surface, make sure it's dark, like whether it's black, dark brown, dark navy, dark green, anything really dark, so it pops off and it catches your eye and you're going to read it, right? If it just kind of blends in, you may not notice it so much. And maybe sometimes you don't want it to be that noticeable. Maybe that's going to be part of your design. But in this case, this is a cute quote. Through the years, we all will be together. Makes you want to break out the Christmas music. Okay, I'm just going to pick this up. We're going to get this one done. Now, I did not fuzz any of my pieces, so they are sticking pretty good. There we go. I lay it right back on that piece on the shiny side until I take it to the sink. Which normally, if I'm chalking home alone, I would go right in and wash them right away. They're way easier to wash if you do it right after you chalk or right after you silkscreen print. Wash those transfers right away. It'll be easier work for you in the long run. You can dry this. I'm in the habit of drying something I chalk right away, so I don't make the mistake of brushing up when it's still wet and smearing my design. So give it a little dry. Even if you just wave it around and wait for a couple minutes, will help. Okay? So if you're just joining, we're kind of just doing some basic chalking with Club Couture, teaching how easy it is to craft and create. So if you have any questions or comments or how you may do things, put them on here. I'm just telling you how I do it. Doesn't mean it's always the best way or it's just the right way. There's different ways of even cleaning transfers, chalking. There's all kinds of, everyone has their own techniques, right? So these are the colors that came with the paste, or coming. They're not even here yet. They are coming with the paste packets. And like I just mentioned, just snip the corner of them. And right before you chalk that color, just put a little bit on your squeegee. Just They're kind of like ketchup packets. So just put a little bit out on your squeegee, and you're not wasting the whole thing of paste by dumping it onto a tray or a plate. So we got that pesto green, we got this candy apple red, and then we have what they call slate rose, which is kind of a, oh, it's kind of a gray, mauve rose color. I mean, it has a gray hue to it, maybe, I would say. A dirty dark pink. I don't know, what do you want to call it? But they're pretty together, the three colors. Let's see if I can hold them up. Very Christmassy, right? And then, of course, we're using some white. So the base of your stocking could just be white, and then maybe you're going to put these cute little patterns on in, say, red and green. Okay, so you can keep it very traditional. Or maybe you're just going to do the trees in green. I mean, you can get your detail tool out and go to town and just do, you know, the trees in green, the snowflakes in red, whatever. You can do the hearts in red. You can just change it up. But I'm going to keep it easy and simple. I'm probably just going to do one color here, one color here. So it's not like crazy busy. But you can, it's your design. That's what's great about chalking is even if you watch me, a lot of people want to do exactly how I did it, use the exact colors that I use. You don't have to. I mean, it's your design. It's your creation. You can put these stockings wherever you want. You can chalk these colors however you want. It's like a crayon book, but way more advanced because you are actually using these transfers in different ways that maybe than what they were designed for, okay? So think outside of the box, mix colors, create new colors, use your whites and your blacks and your grays to change the shades. Just get creative. That's what is so fun. I'm gonna go ahead and just chalk these in white. That'll pop off the white of the lettering here in the frame. Or you could do green and red and use white as your little print. Either way, no, there's really no right or wrong, is what I'm saying. Because you're the designer, you're the creator. And you can get as detailed as you want with these stockings. You could have made the top of the stocking a different color. You know, maybe this in red and that in green. I just now thought of that after I already did it in white. So, you know, think of what these stockings, these little Scandinavian stockings might look like in real life and go that route. Okay, we're going to pick these up. You can start with your corner, but then go across the top and then pull it down or pull it up straight, evenly across. That way you're not stretching out the bias of your silkscreen fabric. So pull it evenly across, okay? Same with this one. Okay, laying them on the sheets. I would immediately go wash these normally. So it'll take a little more time for me to clean these up good when I wait a while. Okay, so this is wet, so we want to dry it before we put on that layering, okay? Layering can be tricky. You want to make sure this chalk face is dry. You could even put a little bit of wax on top. I don't know if I would recommend using wax because usually that makes it a little bit more permanent. And you really don't want that. So what we're going to have to do is fuzz the transfer. We're going to make these pieces not as sticky as they are when they're brand new. That stickiness could pull up this chalk paste, mainly because we're not letting it cure and get super hard. We're drying it, but it's not really cured. So you got to be careful with that. Hopefully we'll have good luck today. We're going to dry this. We're going to fuzz those little pieces. We're going to place them on a towel and get some fuzz on the back. And you know, if you have a sticker and it gets fuzz on it, or fuzz from your shirt or whatever, it's not as sticky as it is when it's brand new, right? Well, that's what we're going to do with these transferred pieces, and make them not as sticky. Generally, that fuzz will wash off when you wash your transfer, so don't worry about that. For the most part, most of it will come off. It'll still be sticky. You don't need to worry about it. I thought I saw a question. Do you wax when you layer? I just went over that. Yeah, so I wax a lot when I'm making a permanent piece, a permanent design that I'm not going to wash off. But on this board, this is my wash off reuse board, I don't always wax. If I do wax, I'm just going to be right on top of the chalk paste. I don't really want to get it on the board. So you got to kind of be careful. So that's why I'm drying this really well. And maybe even cool this down a little bit. I don't know if that makes a difference. I think it does, but I don't want to say I'm an expert, but you can feel how warm, almost hot this is to the touch from that embossing gun. So I want to cool it down. So I'm just going to wave it around a bit. It's going to be cute. I'm just going to cool this down. Okay. Now at the top, I do have the link to the basic tools that I feel that you need to be to start chalking or to be a club member. I recommend the Aiden board. This is the 9x12. Like I say, if you order $100 in product this weekend or through the rest of the month in the US, or $150 in product in Canada, you get free shipping. Okay? So grab your surfaces, because that's what weighs the most. So you're going to get free shipping on those. And this is like, I don't know, it's like $45 or something for this. So right there, you're halfway to your $100 mark. And use it every month with these transfers. I'm just cooling this down. I put a lot of heat on that. Okay, so these are the two that go on here. They're going to go right on top. And we're going to do what I call fuzzing. Now, you could even do this on your shirt or on a hand towel that you have for your, say, your bathroom. Or you can just grab, if you don't want to use those and have the chance of them getting stained with chalk or something, grab one of our towels. We sell these. We sell these towels. One side is terry, the other side is microfiber, and the terry cloth is really good for the fuzzing. So you're going to take this sticker. You can see it's sticky. You can hear it, right? And we're going to place it on here and get some fuzz on the back. You can't see that right here. You can hear the stickiness on the towel. Just keep doing it till it doesn't sound as sticky. If that makes any sense. You can tell by the feel and the sound that it's not as sticky. Okay, it's more of a worn down sticker. I mean, it still sticks, obviously, but it's like when you put on one of those "My Name Is" and they're not as sticky, the more you move them around. Same thing with these. Okay, I'm trying to decide. Normally, I would probably go with total detail on these, but I want to keep it more simple. And we'll do one. You just kind of line these up on the stocking here till it just fits just right. You can see the white underneath. And I'm not going to press it down too hard either. And I'm actually keeping my finger underneath this so I can pick it up easy. You want it pressed enough that you don't have air pockets and that you don't have a bleed through. But I'm going to use let's see. I'll use both colors up here, so I was thinking about using both of these, like one in this and one in this. Oh, I had an idea. I'll tell you later. Let's do candy apple. I know I just put my transfer in both, but the red will dominate. See a little chunk of chalk paste there. Okay, I'm just gonna run our squeegee over this real quick. I'm gonna pick this up. Look how cute that is. I should have did that in front of the camera so you can see that better. It's adorable. Go to the sink, wash it. Look at that. It's just so cute. So cute and detailed. Let's give it a little dry. Now when I was chalking these, it would have been cute to make this red or green or whatever, or maybe even the rose, the tops, like just to add more color. But I'm kind of trying to do it more basic today, so you know that you don't have to go crazy and do a lot of detail work. You can just simply chalk and have a great result. Just working with a few colors. Doing the same thing here. We're going to release that stickiness off of these. So if I just slapped it on there as a brand new sticker, there's a chance that it would stick to this chalk paste and pick it up. And then it would come on, it'd be stuck on the back of your sticker and not on your board. So that's why it's kind of important to do this, especially when layering. People are asking about the waxing. The waxing also helps release off your transfer easier and protects that the first layer underneath. But this is a reusable board and I really don't want to put any wax on it. So you definitely want to fuzz this until it's not as sticky. You want a used sticker or a used Post-it note. You can just tell by the sound and the feel of the release if you're getting a lot of fuzz on it. Maybe even move it to a different place on your towel. Okay? Great. Now, I'm going to use the slate rose on this one. Or maybe I should be more traditional and use the... see if I can get the angle just right. Use the... green. Should I do green or should I do the rose color? Decisions. I'll do green, the pesto, just because it's a little bit more traditional. I'm not pressing down really hard because I don't want that sticker to stick to that chalk paste underneath. And you really don't need to. You just need to kind of wipe it, smooth out that chalk paste so you don't have any squeegee lines on your print. And you are good. All right, we're gonna peel this off. So cute. They're so cute. I think this was a really great design. A really great way to be creative with your coloring, your layout design. It's just fun, right? Give that a nice dry. All right. We have a teddy bear there, and don't you feel a teddy bear should be brown? But maybe you only got these 3 colors, and now you're going to mix colors, right? I'm going to put all these pieces on the towel over here so they can start fuzzing up a little bit. Okay, so if you go back to mixing colors, you know, if you mix all the primary colors, blue, yellow, and red, what do you get? You get brown, right? Well, we've got green, which is yellow and blue. This came as a paste packet. And we have red, or a shade of red, either one. And I think if we mix those, we're going to get a brown. And we can make our teddy bear brown. So let's give it a try. I'm just fuzzing these up over here, like I did with the other ones. Okay, take a little plate, or maybe you have a little tray like these, and you're going to take just a teeny bit, because this little bear, he's tiny. He's not going to take much paste. So I'm just putting a little smear. I'm going to try first with the slate rose. And see if we can get a lighter brown by mixing these. It's almost harder to mix smaller amounts than larger amounts, but we're getting there. We're getting to a nice tan color. You see it? Kind of a gray brown, kind of mousy color. So I'm sure if you added red, you might get a darker brown. So it just depends on what shade you want. Now we're almost getting a burgundy, so we might need to put a little more green with it. And we're going to get a nice teddy bear brown here. I'm going to put just a drop of water. This paste is pretty thick. It's almost a really dark terracotta. I think we need to add a little bit more green, because the green representing the blue and the yellow. So you kind of need a little bit more of the green than you would the red to balance it all out. So with your paste packets, you can make brown because you've got representation of the primary colors, a green and a red. Look at that nice shade of brown for our little teddy bear that's sticking out of our stocking right here. And I'm just, you know, de-sticking. I don't want it quite so sticky. Here's where we can use some detail. Obviously, we're not on a white surface, so our candy cane is going to be striped black and red or black and pink. We have some holly and some greenery here and the teddy bear. So let's see what we can do. They're going to be sticking out of the stocking like this. Here's where you want to use your detailed tool, not detailed, multi-tool. Okay, we have a detailed tool also, but that kind of has a different purpose. Okay, so we're going to take our teddy bear brown that we made over here, and we're going to color in our teddy bear. Just trying to get the squeegee marks off. And we're going to clean that off because we need to use it again. Maybe you only have one of these. I have several of them. Sometimes I would just drop it and go to the next color. But we're going to use a little pesto on our greenery here. Our little twig of pine. And over here on our holly leaves. I'm even going to smidge in a little bit of that rose slate just to get a little bit of different color of green. Maybe it'll darken it up a little bit. And then a little red on the candy cane, even though it's going to be red and black. We have a little red dot there. Okay, so we got the teddy bear, the pine, the candy cane, and the holly. That's so cute, right? Look how brown our little bear turned out. He's adorable. And you can see the holly is a little more olive color because I've mixed a little bit of that rose slate in with that green as I was silk screening. So it's a little bit different shade of green than the sprig, right? Just working with these three colors, you can do amazing things. You just got to think about your color wheel and how your color wheel works. Okay, the next little stocking. It has three different things of greenery. We got the sprig of pine, kind of like a eucalyptus there, and then again the holly. And then down here is a gift, a present. And then we have a few little berries. So, let's see how these are going to be in here. This can kind of, the leaf can kind of come over the stocking. Let's see if I can get it how I want it. I think you got to angle it. Just like that. So I'm cleaning off my multi-tool. I'm going to use red on the gift and red on these two little dots that kind of represent berries. And we'll do the pesto for the sprig of pine. We'll try to do the same thing for the holly that we did on the other stocking. I almost need a wet wipe. It's got too much red on it. Okay, a little bit of pine color here, pesto on the pine. Try not to get your red in it. And I'm going to use rose slate on my other twig just to bring in another color, even though it probably isn't truly what this plant would look like. But I think it's going to look pretty. And then I'm taking that, even though I still have that rose slate rose or whatever it is on my tool, I'm going to add some green to it. And we're going to kind of blend it in as we squeegee that on and get that more of an olive green color like we did on the other stocking. It's so tiny that you hardly even notice. Just gonna go over it a little bit with the green so it's not too brown. We'll pick that one off. Okay, you can see all the shades on there. This one's pretty sticky. There. Pretty. Right? So fun. Let's dry these up. And then we sell these little cute little accents. I want to put a little snowflakes and stars up here. A few of those. You can add a little bit of berries to your stocking here. That would be cute. So let's dry what we got. I gotta fuzz up this three little dots that are like holly berries because I'm gonna put them back on the stocking. And do it in red. Right there. There. Such a tiny little piece. It's cute. Okay. Hope I don't lose that sucker down the drain of the sink. That would not be good. Okay, I'm going to clean this up again. And we'll still use the multi-tool to do these little, kind of like stars and snowflakes. I don't know. Let's just do a mixture. And I actually want to bring in some of that rose color on these snowflakes. They're kind of like, I don't know if you, I guess they're kind of like retro looking. I can't get it covered. There we go. And I'm just going to put a few of them on here randomly. And then we'll add some of these little stars. See if that's enough. And clean this off. And I'm going to use white, I think. place them where you want them. Let's see. I feel like I need another one there. Super cute. Ta-da! I believe we're done. It's a darling. This is November's Club Couture. Join the club, you're going to get this. Become a designer, you're going to get this. And grab an Aiden board. I put a link in the shopping cart link is all these tools that I like to use that I feel you need once you start chalking. This Aiden board is perfect for reusing every month with your Club Couture transfer. And free shipping to the end of the month for this weekend and through the end of the month for $100 in product or more, $150 if you're in Canada. Take advantage of that. Grab some surfaces because that's what weighs the most when you have shipping costs. So free shipping. I can't tell you enough how important that is on these products. So yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. But check out the website, chalkcouture.com/OdessaRose. Learn about all the ideas you can get with chalking, how you can start chalking, club member, just be a customer and purchase the Try Me kit. You can do it that way. Become a designer, join, get your access pass. You're going to get 40% off that product. All kinds of goodness. I can't tell you how happy I am that I am a Chalk Couture designer and that I'm here to share with you my crafting and creating with this wonderful product. So have a great weekend. And Monday, I will be setting up my pop-up shop. I hope to share some video or photographs. Right now, we're in this beautiful home. It has a half-court gymnasium. And 1/3 of it is for the designer who is decorating up above. She's got some trees and things. And then 2/3 of it is for the attic, which is where I sell my retail and my designs. So we have 2/3 of it. And let me tell you, it's pretty much all full of boxes right now. So we got to work in our tables and furniture pieces and get it figured out. So I'll be so tired next week, but it's going to be a lot of fun. So I'll share those on. Be watching for that. Follow me if you don't, so you can get notifications of when all that is happening and when I go live and all that good stuff. So have a great weekend, and I'll chalk with you later. Bye.